Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, January 2nd, 2015 by Gaia Blooming. Our energy mantra for today is my responsibility to my purpose is my expansion. So today we don't have it being an incredibly aspected day. We do have the moon in Gemini connecting to Uranus in Aries. And I think that's a connection of a genius. Honestly, the moon in Gemini wants to learn and explore and I don't know, get to know things, like how does this all work? And then Uranus is such an innovative energy. So this is a really beautiful combination. I do want to mention that if you are like me and have a sensitive nervous system or a mind that is very suggestible, to take some time to ground in, breathe, because this kind of energy can trigger all this and make you a little bit crazy. So I know when that comes up, I do things for my nervous system and I make sure I try to meditate every day, but I really it is in my calendar to start my day off with meditation so that so that I can, innovate and learn things and that my mind isn't going crazy filling that space. So that is what's happening aspect-wise for the day, but we have some other stuff that's going on. We are building to a full moon in Cancer. So the full moon in Cancer is a major moon. Cancer rules the moon. So this is a very powerful moon that's coming up. And we know a Cancer moon, we know a full moon can bring stuff up. And a Cancer moon, the moon represents our emotions. Cancer moon, really tunes us in to our emotions and what's going on under the surface. And there are going to be some things that are going to be coming today that are happening tomorrow that I think are going to be building on this full moon energy. Tomorrow, early in the morning, we are having the sun in Capricorn squaring Uranus. And it's a pretty major thing for that to be going on. That can definitely be head-butting energy. The moon or the sun in Capricorn loves to have everything under control and a plan and a structure, and this is how we're doing it, and this is how we've always done it. And then Uranus in Aries is like, no, this isn't going to be done like that. I don't want to do it that way. So we're building to that. That's happening tomorrow. The other thing that we're building to is the sun is going to be conjunct Pluto. And so we know Pluto to be major transformational energy. And this only happens once a year where the sun is on top of Pluto, hanging out with Pluto. And so, for the second, it'll be the third day of the year when this comes up. This is a pretty major thing. So breathe through anything that's coming up, between the full moon in Cancer, which likes to hold on to things, that needs to be let go, and then this transformation energy, and then the Uranus energy coming and shaking stuff up. This is going to be a really great opportunity to shed, let go. If you're holding on to any of that 2014 energy, this may be a chance to, move that on out. Or like Nikki said when we did GNO, she's like, if you've tried to let go of this energy and it hasn't gone, maybe it's time to look at it in a new way and rework it. So that's another option. The other thing that's happening today, Saturn has reached 1 degree. So Saturn is in Sagittarius and now has gone past the 0 degree. 1 degree. 1 degree is the degree that resonates with, beginnings. It's definitely a beginning degree. It also resonates with the heart. So wherever Saturn and Sagittarius is in your chart, you may have to bring a little heart. So I'm a Sagittarius. So this kind of falls in my 12th house, 1st house, and then via my Gemini rising, it kind of falls in my 6th house, 7th house. So for me personally, how I'm going to look at this energy today with it having moved there, I'm going to bring a little heart to my health. I'm going to do something nice for my health. I'm going to do something nice, probably via my health for my relationship with myself. That's 7th house relationship. For 1st house, maybe I'll do a little journaling, a little I am practice, and see what's coming up with that. And then with 12th house, I am also going to find myself in surrender. And the meditation that I'm starting my morning off with also will work with that. So I feel like it's just a good way to set off this 1 degree for me personally. Finally, the last thing that I wanted to mention today is we also have Venus at 29 degrees today. So that's the final degree, Venus in Capricorn. It's going to move into Aquarius tomorrow with all the other stuff that's going on. But the 29th degree, it's always the last degree, it's tested. And so, you know, Venus in Capricorn, what's coming up for me with this is, you know, people in your life. Venus really represents relationships, long-term relationships. And I often say, you know, it comes back to you. But what I'm feeling, you may be seeing other people in your life and disapproving of how they are moving forward with their life. And so it's time to let go of that disapproval and recognize that we each have our own path. And if you're finding any disapproval with people in your life, it's time to, you know, bless them and take a step back. You know, like honestly, like if you're concerned about somebody, I think it's nice to say, hey, I'm concerned about you. And then you have to let people live their life. And then turn that focus back on you. I think always the last degree always comes back to you. You know, if you're focused on somebody else's life, there's probably something in your life that you're avoiding. So take a look at that. The card for today, appropriately, is letting go. And, you know, I love this, what Osho has to say about this. He talks about this drip of water there. And he's like, it's already left the plant. And chances are what you're letting go of, the process has already begun. And so Osho's advice with this is let gravity do the rest of the work. It's already in motion. And now it's time to surrender to this process. A lot of times we hold on as that drip goes into the water. If we can open up our hands. And you know I love Tosha Silver's Divine Beloved prayers, however it is for me right now. Divine Beloved, please easily change me into someone who knows how to let go. That could be a powerful process for you today as we build into all this energy and the full moon happening on Sunday evening. So that is it for today. Thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful second day of this new year, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.